Hey, it's Monday, August 26th, and I'm going to do a quick end of the day recap for you guys. So let's talk some stocks, and let's just start out with the Dow. I mentioned about this support line earlier this last couple weeks here, and told you that, if we can hold it and keep going, the market could be stronger. We went up for 2 days, but now again, it moved back to the downside. So looking at, let's just say the 10-minute here, stocks opened today and it wasn't overly strong, but notice what happened towards the end of the day. Right here, it broke this support line region and it just went down further. Oh, it went down pretty quick, actually. A lot of stocks tumbled, and same with the S&P. Same thing, right around here, right around this region. It just went right down. Look at the SPY. Look at that volume that just came in. Boom, sold it. So, things are looking more towards the downside in a general view if you're looking at it. So that's my take. There are some good stocks out there, like looking at Tesla over here. The stock just kept moving. It just moved very well, and today it had a great early run. I mean, it was up $10 or so. It did sell off again towards the end of the day, kind of like a lot of stocks, but it had a very good run over the last couple months. Same thing with Netflix. I mean, it broke out here, right there. It almost created another little triangle pattern right here and just went higher again. It's just, moving on higher volume. And that's what you want to see from a stock. For me personally, I left right around here and then I entered back in just because I didn't see this pattern forming. I was hoping that it would continue and have a follow-through day right there, but it didn't. So I entered it back in actually right around there, and so on and so forth. Again, looking at, the 10-minute, it did really well. And, it did have some sell-off just like the rest of the market towards the end of the day. But, it's holding up fairly well in this environment. Google kind of heading short again, went up and went down. I mentioned that, I was short around this region when it crossed here. That's when the volume kicked in. That's when a lot of stuff just happened, that it broke this support line there and it went shorter, and now I'm looking at this support line. So again, you watch what you watch, I watch what I watch. Facebook looking good. It's holding up pretty well in this environment after gapping up here, brushed up higher after clearing this resistance line, and it's holding there, and it's doing all right. And finally, Apple, same thing. This one did similar like all the other stocks today. Again, soared pretty well after breaking this little triangle pattern, went up, and then had this little support region and tumbled down again to sell off. So again, it's a great trading stock for day trading, but again, that's not where the big money's at. That's not how you make the huge income and the huge trades. So this right here, this was a nice run in Apple. So those are just some of the things I'm watching. The volume's starting to pick up a little bit from what I'm seeing, but I'm looking for more downside. I would love to see more downside, and it would create better and nicer chart patterns. There's some, some flyers out there, but look at Amazon. Again, it's pushing towards the downside. Google, it's pushing towards the downside. Apple, ran up, but again, towards the end of the day, it sold off. Netflix held up pretty well, and Facebook held up pretty well. Those are like really the ones that are holding up fairly well, even though Tesla is moving very high and it went off, and even though it sold off in the day, it's just moving very well with the volume that it has. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. That's what I'm looking at. If you're in this market and you're trading, just trade cautiously, especially if you're a newbie. Just watch the volume, watch the action, watch the price, and take some off as things go up in your favor. And if you're playing things to the downside, take some off as things go in your favor as well, and that way you can lock in some profits. If you're doing some spreads or things like that, then again, same concept, same principle. Take some off the table as things go in your favor. All right, I hope you enjoyed this recap, and make it a great day tomorrow. All right, take care.